Here to YouTube and welcome back to Fallout 4 with Wickedstorm Gaming.
To the deep fog, lest we steer clear, but you never know.
I think we're fucked. Alright, there's radiation barrels right there. That's certainly not helping the fog.
Higher than your knee. Whole island was covered in fog. The fog eventually rolled back. People resettled, but they got comfortable. Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories. All this has happened before.
Oh, good. So we can't blame the children of Adam, though I think they're probably just absolutely fucking thrilled that the fog has gone nuts. Being as they love radiation so much. Young Gulper. Well, that's not too bad. Is that a ghoul? Yeah, he's dead already. Also, you have a nice gun, on top of having an awesome coat. No, we're not alone here. Where you at, you little bastard? Wait, are you eating Mirelurks? Oh, and I wanted to see you fight the Mirelurk. That was cute. No, hold on a second. There's still something over here. A little far away for that. Still a little far away. Hold on a second. I'll go in the water and stab him. Here we go. Now, what was that thing you were talking about that roared at us earlier? Because that actually sounded scary. These things are just adorable. The gulpers are cute.
Gulper's got a fondness for fresh water.
Well, the gulpers are adorable.
Gulper, like the ones in these parts, is a fair challenge. Now the big ones, they can grow 2-3 times the size of a man. Good thing you don't see too many of them around.
Actually, probably not the best, but you can use that. You can use that. I gave him the wounding hook, whatever the fuck it was, that I got from the gulpers. Are you okay? You're fine. I don't see anything else. What? Who? Me? Oh, hi.
Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad-worshipping lunatic. That's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those too?
Who's she?
One of them children of Adam preachers. Started off as pests. Now they're more like a menace.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes. Beasts that subvert the will of Adam.
What's Acadia done to make you distrust them?
They supply Far Harbor with the means to turn back Adam's holy fog. You'd do well to avoid such creatures, and instead seek the only true master of this land.
Starting to think about to kill you. You tell me about Adam.
I'm listening. Tell me about Adam.
Tell you.
Yeah.
Look around. You stride through his kingdom. A land blanketed beneath sacred fog. A land Adam has claimed for his children. And you may join our family if he deems you worthy.
I'm okay.
Worthy? What do I have to do to join?
There is a ritual his children must perform. If you succeed, you will be rewarded with entrance into our family.
Suppose I got nothing better to do.
Adam usually prefers those
Yeah.
with a bit more fervor. But nonetheless, if you wish to test his favor, seek the nucleus.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic, let's move on.
I'm only interested because I like the sound of beating their test.
Up ahead, the air's clean. No fog.
Oh, that's nice.
It's not too far now.
I'm not sure why they'd care. I mean, radiation doesn't affect sense. Speaking of sense, where's Nick? He'll catch up. He better catch up. Hello? This is an observatory, I think.
And we've arrived.
Sweet.
Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be
Okie dokie.
waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk.
Whatever works, eh?
If you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
So I can use the workshop at your cabin. All right.
Leaving already? Don't you want to see what happens next?
You saying you want me to stick around and watch your back?
Cool as you are, I'm gonna stick with Nick.
Maybe later, Longfellow.
All right, but I'm serious about the offer.
I didn't know you offered.
To hunt the forests and waters of the island together. I could think of worse things to do.
Fair enough. All right, where the hell is Nick? Before I go in there, I gotta find Nick. Nick!
In my grave, no costly tombstone will I have. Just lay me down in my native peak with a jug of punch at my head and my feet. We heading out?
I didn't know you sang.
Got everything you need?
Well, I've got my gun, my drink, and my wits. That's all I've ever needed. Time to
Man, I really like your coat.
I just need to trade some things with you.
Sure thing.
Never mind. You can keep your shit. Go to your, cabin, wherever the fuck that is. I had to figure out where the fuck that is later. But we got Nick now. We can go in and talk to the people. Okay.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
Hey Nick, I found your cousin.
What are you?
I told you. I'm the old synth on the mountain. I know the plastic
Interesting.
skin and tubes out the back can be unsettling, but I want to ask you to look past that. Tell me why you're here, and I'll try to help you.
You look like a real old generation synth. How are you smart?
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering
No.
any more questions until you play straight with us.
I mean, yeah,
Who the
not
hell
answering
are you,
questions.
Really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Well, aren't you suspicious?
It can't be you.
Don't
What the
give me
hell
that.
are you talking about?
What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
Please do, because I am confused.
Is this a joke? Do you really know Nick?
Let me tell you what I know, and you can judge for yourself. We
You're
were
his cousin, aren't you?
types, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep
That
talking.
explains it.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be This happened over a century ago. There's There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough.
And what do you remember?
You and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
All right.
Nick, is he really your brother?
If he is, it's news to me. Can synths even be related?
Not sure.
Because we're from the same assembly line, does that make us family?
I don't know
I gotta
about
think
brothers,
about
cousins, maybe.
Is it really possible that you wouldn't remember any of this?
You mean between the Institute failsafes, the beatings I've taken over the years, and plain old age? Or are you buying this whole "there's only so much room up there" argument? I don't know. It's not like we've got the instruction manual.
Very true. Yeah, we'll talk later about this. Let's focus on her right now. I don't want to dismiss this, but yeah.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here.
She thinks she's a synth.
Or if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
She's human. They only made one child synth, and that was my kid.
She's human, and she has a family waiting for her.
But imagine what it means if you're wrong. If Kasumi is a synth, then she doesn't have a family. She never had one. Think about how she must feel. None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her.
No way, she's 19 and
She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
Nah, I was frozen. It's a good point. How would I know?
I even know.
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do, there isn't any. None that aren't fatal.
Okay, I was gonna say I know one, but it's fatal.
To look for the signs, holes in someone's memory, feelings of unexplained isolation, odd dreams. But
Nah, I'm fine.
ultimately, you have to decide for yourself. What do you believe? Have you ever questioned your humanity?
Nah, man. I'm a human. I froze a frozen hot pocket. That being said,
No, but if I squint real hard in the mirror, sometimes I look like someone else.
I'm afraid when I try that trick, nothing really changes.
well, it's hard to
I know
do with a
it might
muffler
seem
sticking out of your head.
impossible that you could be a synth. But tell me, what's the first thing you can remember?
I remember being in my house the day the bombs fell. We ran to the vault. We were frozen. I was the only survivor.
No memories before then? Just a single day and then waking up alone? We so easily accept what's presented to us as the truth, don't we? Isn't
You don't know that you mention it?
how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind.
I doubt
But
being
I can
frozen
promise
didn't
you
help
that
him much
we will
either.
accept you, no matter what you decide you are.
Well, that's very nice of you.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it.
I'm gonna continue thinking I'm human, though.
Acadia is open to you.
Also, you have fucking knives for
Feel
fingers.
free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
I can't... Oh, yeah, Institute's destroyed.
No. The Institute has been destroyed.
What?
Yeah.
It's over?
Yeah.
No more courser hunts?
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, there's a couple of them still out.
Slavery? But that also means the technology to make the synths is lost. Our origins have been buried. Not to mention the loss of human life. Sorry. I'm not going to judge the actions of someone who's wiped out a great evil. You have our gratitude. Is there anything else you need?
Man, whoever voiced you is awesome. But the fact that you even care at all about the people who are enslaving you and shit, that's fucking commendable as hell. Brotherhood, not really. I'm with the
I'm part of
railroad.
a group that helps synths. The railroad.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't understand why a group dedicated to helping synths would convince them through fear that their only option is to hide. Yes, they volunteer for the memory wipe. Yes, not knowing you're a synth makes it harder for the Institute to find you. But the cost, I know how frightening it is, the risk of capture. But sacrificing what you are, avoiding the true struggle to be accepted as our own form of life?
That is very, very true, actually. He makes a good point. That being said, do protect him as best they could. And now that the Institute's gone, they don't have to do the memory wipes anymore. So, you know, that's over. That's good.
All right.
I'm fine.
Are you saying you don't want the railroad's help?
It's not about that. It's about how you've let fear blind your cause.
I'm not leading them. But yeah, I'm sure.
I hadn't thought about it like that. I'm sorry.
So am I. Your heart is in the right place, and it's unfair of me to judge, while I enjoy relative safety from so far away. Was there anything else I can do for you?
You make it very hard to argue with you, you know. Being so accepting and all this shit.
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute.
Yeah, they did
After
now.
my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave. Just sitting. One day, it finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
Yeah, how the hell did you and Nick get separated?
So, everyone here in Acadia...
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could, or they were victims of a mind wipe, and we revealed the truth to them.
I'm not telling him I'm in the Brotherhood.
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps you were in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
What, son of a bitch. After help Faraday, help Chase. Who's Chase? You're Dimma.
I was having a hard enough time keeping up with repairs before all this nonsense with the atom lunatics.
They're nothing you need to be concerned about.
It's not them. I'm concerned about you, Dima. You can't solve all the world's problems. Certainly not all at once.
He has a point.
Faraday, relax. All will be fine.
So, you've talked to Dima.
Yeah.
You know why we're here. I certainly
Not really,
consider
actually.
helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
What is his vision? Other than just being, like, you know, safety for synths and all that shit. But Other than that, what is he doing?
You're right. It is a good cause. Synths definitely deserve to be safe, just like everyone else.
It's so
Yeah.
good to hear that. Very encouraging. Please, make sure Dima knows that as well. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about... well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
Alright, well, they're lucky to have you.
You do all this work yourself?
Mostly, yes. I get help from the others when I can. But no one else really understands Dima the way I do.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so
Yeah.
I understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see. So the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here. So, does this sound like something you could handle?
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there. And what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once. And I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
So I'm extendable, am I? Yeah, sure, I got you covered.
I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Alright, well, like it if you liked it, guys. Subscribe if you want. Share if you can and do what you want. I don't know who this other person is I'm supposed to help. I'm assuming that little dot over there is it. We'll talk to Nick next time, too. See how he's handling this shit.